And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentleman of Crypto, episode 1268. Today is Tuesday, December 17, 2024, and I'm King, here to bridge the gap between community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m.-ish, PST. Today's top stories: Pudgy Penguins PENGU token debuts at $312 million market cap. Executives flood blockchain gaming firms ahead of 2025's AAA launches. Can this Web3 RPG become the crypto Fortnite? Major implications for gaming tokens as CyberKongz hit with SEC Wells notice. Virginia man convicted of funding ISIS using cryptocurrency. LastPass threat actor steals $5.4 million from victims just a week before Christmas. And Lido to discontinue services on Polygon in coming months after low adoption. But first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices on the day. And oh man, I'm messing up. I forgot. I didn't have everything ready to go. I didn't get hyped and forgot. Hold on. No. Before we play the prices, before I show those prices, I gotta show something else first. Hold on. Let me throw my boy. I was supposed to start the show with this. I gotta start the prices with this though. Here we go.
I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Anything is possible, said KG, the man, when he won that title. I understand. I'm with him. And today is one of those days. I mean, it's crazy how casual it's become to just hitting all-time highs. I'm coming on the show super casual, super relaxed, just chit-chatting. It's like, hold on. We are making history right now. It's just happening so often. We're making it look normal. Bitcoin is coming in hot at $107,793 here, up 1.85% on the 24-hour clock. Ethereum, as we've already said, copies Bitcoin. Now it wants to hit $4,000, and everybody's going to wave that flag around. $3,998, up 1.83%. Ripple at $2.63, up 10.91%. Solana at $221, up 2.36%. Number 7, Dogecoin at 46, up 1.62%. Number 9, Cardano at $1.09, up 1.61%. And Tron at number 10 at 28 cents, up 3.57%. As you already saw, fear and greed indexes at 81. Bitcoin dominance is back up 56.56%. It's actually crazy. It's only at 56%. That shows you how big this market is in general, the crypto market. And Ethereum dominance is at 12.81%. So even though the price is up, that dominance has went down as Bitcoin continues to soar. Believe it or not, Ripple is the trending coin right now. So all is looking good on the crypto front. Oh, really quick, before I give it a shout outs, let me go ahead. I will do shout outs first. Let me do some quick shout outs to the chat really quick. Patrick Water, Jerome Jones, Jake Fever. Yes, I've been up. Vanessa W, Maurice Parks, Wisdom Bars, Dearbit, Whistletone, Bill Split, Prospector, Chloe DR, JB, and of course, everybody who is listening in. Good morning to everyone. Believe it or not, it's been like that a lot of nights. It's just been so much behind the scenes stuff I have to do and get things in order where it comes to like different apps we're using, all that blah, 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 all the boring stuff. But so a few announcements. First and foremost, in the next couple of days, I got to shoot in Hollywood. Hopefully, knock on wood, it goes through. They canceled me twice already, but they brought me back. It's for a big company, of course, so hopefully I can do it. But this is an overnight shoot, which means I'll probably miss the show in the morning. I'm not sure exactly which day, if it's going to be tomorrow or the following day, or both days, whatever. So you know what time it is and what's going on. Check the Discord. It is officially free for everyone. The Discord is free. YouTube is supposed to be refunding back the people who had the Discord membership. So let me know probably next 30 days if you don't see anything, but that is the message I received from them. So I'm going to let that process first and then see what happens. But yes, Discord is free. The link is in the chat. If you're a member on the channel already on one of the other 2 levels, you should have already saw that. And the other videos go out today as well. And for everyone else, you'll see some more videos here soon. So check out the Discord. I'm going to start being on that 24/7. I'm about to make you all my second home. I'm parking. I'm kicking up my feet. We up in here. Plus, we're going to get some good trading and stuff going and some altcoins and shit coins talk going. Crap coins. I got to do better. Second thing is, I hate to say this. It's embarrassing to say this, but it has to be said because I'm just now finding out the extent of some things and damage is still being done. I want to make this overly official, make it super official. Isaiah, what once was Bitcoin Zay Jackson, more like the non-Jesus, non-Bitcoin Zay Jackson, like Roger Ver, is no longer a part of KRBE Digital Assets Group. He's no longer part of the gentleman of crypto, the gentleman of crypto, E or A, none of it. Nothing that I am doing, he is doing, and vice versa. I would caution against doing any business with him. I'm telling you that now. I will caution against doing any business with him, or if you do it at your own risk. The only business I've done with him these last few years has been the masterclass and what you see here on this show. You all have seen I haven't been on the book tour and done all this other stuff, even though that's a whole different business thing, conversation to be had, which we all will one day. But I want to make it clear that I am doing no business with him, and any business he is doing is not with me. And the only email address that is from this company has the KRBE Crypto at the end of it, as it has always been the original domain name. So again, I'm in the Discord. I'm live every day. That's one thing I've said from the beginning. I said, hey, I never asked for money. You never had to question me. I will come to you live, and you can ask me live. I'll let you call in. This is what separates the military from the police, folks. In the military, we won't not only let you like drown, we'll actually drown you ourselves, right? Like sink or swim. Like the police got that blue line or whatever they call it, and I guess like qualified immunity. Like we don't do that in the military. In the military, it's like, yo, if you get to messing up, either you need to get yourself up out of here, or we're gonna get you up out of here because you're gonna get somebody else hurt. And essentially, that's what's happening here. So I have to be clear about it. And more to come on that. I did say I was gonna wait till next summer. I initially said I was gonna wait till next summer to talk more about it because that was some dates he had initially gave me, and I was hoping that he would come through and be the man that he was for others. But it's getting to the point now where I'm going to have to share the full story soon. So when that day comes, the day will come. It will be soon in the next couple of months. I'm aligning some ducks in a row in the background. But again, I highly caution. And I don't want to say highly because I'm not telling you what to do as an adult. But if I were to tell you what to do, I would say do not do any business with them, or do it at your own risk. I am telling you that now. I'll keep along. What up, though? I already told you what happened. Like you already know what happened. I'll keep along. All right. Other than that, back to the show. Let me get to these stories because today is a very busy day. Again, I got the Discord rolling, so I want to do some work on that later. Got some stuff in the background going. Of course, I got a ton of meetings. So let's get this show rolling. Pudgy Penguins PENGU token debuts at $312 million market cap. I mean, hand clap for the market. And this is why Bitcoin's at 56% right now, because this is where the other 40, or I don't even remember. What's my map? Is it 40 something? Is it 30? 40 something percent went. Like it's on the other side right here. Is it 30? I feel like it's 30. Would it be 34 if it's 56, 34, 46, 7? No, it's 40. Yeah, 44. There we go. This is where all the money's going. One thing I've always said from the beginning is no new project needs this much capital. I don't care what it is. But one thing about different tokens and different NFTs and different projects where some people try to say is, hey, it might be a case of good old money laundering. $90 million worth of PENGU has traded in its first hour of release. That's right. Here's the image of several Pudgy Penguin NFTs, the Pudgy Penguin bunch right here. PENGU is trading at a $312 million market cap. It just says a $312 market cap here. As trading volume hit $90 million in the first hour of trading, 23.5% of PENGU's total supply has been allotted to airdrop recipients. Oh, shout out to the airdrop recipients. I know they cashed that in, and that probably helped with the market. Okay. PENGU, I might be saying it wrong. The native token, the non-fungible token NFT project, Pudgy Penguins, has debuted at a $312 million market cap after the token was distributed to NFT holders via airdrop. The Solana-based token has a total supply of 88.88 billion. Hilarious. I'm about to cry listening to this. And has racked up around $90 million in trading volume in the first hour since release. CoinMarketCap shows. Okay, one of the reasons why I'm covering this story is because if you saw in the chat, or excuse me, if you saw in the Discord, one of the things I did keep in there was the Gamefi. That is what a lot of this is going to be about today, because I have been out of the loop with Gamefi. I want to dive like super deep right back into it. And I saw this article and I was like, why not start with some NFTs? We got to talk NFTs too. Who in the Warrior chat, leave the comments after the show or later, or just let me know in the chat now, who knew about this project already? Like I didn't know, because I'm not on the Solana blockchain like that. I know a few of you are on the Solana blockchain. Who knew about this project, and did you anticipate it to be what it is right now? This is absolutely crazy. This is 2017 all over again. We're not supposed to be seeing this happen in 2024. I mean, I'm happy it does happen. Again, it's great for the market where somebody's winning. But NFTs, $312 million overnight. Again, is this a good old-fashioned case of money laundering or what? What's happening here? Again, 23.5% of PENGU's supply was allocated to the airdrop, while a further 22% has been set aside from Solana Ethereum communities. An additional 12.3% of supply will also be used as liquidity on decentralized exchanges. I don't know why I'm reading this out loud, because they just say they have a total supply of 88.88 billion. People, that, I mean, I would say it's ridiculous, but Dogecoin, right? So this is what's up. The floor price of the Pudgy Penguin NFTs has risen alongside the release of PENGU, with the cheapest NFT now trading at 34.1 ETH, $136,000, to a 2% increase. It is now the second most expensive collection after CryptoPunks. Hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to you all. Way to keep the NFT market alive. You need these type of projects to come in and keep it alive. I don't know. I'm just like jogging my memory right now. Like, what notable drug dealer or career criminal is about to go to prison might need to launder money? I don't know. Like, where did the capital for this come from? I don't know. Where did the capital come from this? I don't know. I got to figure this out. But shout out to the Pudgy Penguins. Did anybody know about this? Where all the Solana folks at? Did anybody know about this? I need to know. This is absolutely crazy. Zaki promoters. Basically, Jake. Also, folks, I got a video I got to do for Jake Fever. Man, he didn't send me a care package box of some of that good old Bendo Bitcoin gear and some other special gear. And I got to do an unboxing for it, and definitely have him on or something when we do it. But Jake Fever, folks, you got to watch out for him. He's coming. All right. Let's see. Whistletone said maybe they won't implode like the Bored Apes. I mean, I feel like they're already on that route to implode like the Bored Apes. 312 million in the first 24 hours or whatever. Like, that's or I guess the 90 million traded, but that is an absolute insane number. But hey, you got to appreciate it, and shout out to them for keeping that NFT market alive. All right, so these next few articles, I'm really just going to skim through. Again, I just wanted to go over them because they're about the gaming market. Clearly, it's a slow news day because no one can down Bitcoin. All right, nobody can talk bad about Bitcoin. So now the news articles has kind of stopped, and so like everybody's waiting, like hold their breath, like come on, come on. They actually can't wait for it to hit 120, 130, so we can take that roller coaster down. What's even more interesting on a serious note, we're hitting 107, 108 before the holidays. You remember, like, yeah, this people, what? We might break, like, there's going to be some psychological barriers around 124 and 128 for sure. But at this rate, like, we could really, like I said, 120 to 140, it might be 140 to 160. We're still going to get that dip. But we get it's a different dip at 160 than it is at 140. I'm telling you, it seems weird, but that $20,000 is a big psychological difference. And you can see even from a percentage swing from 160, let's just say we do a clean 50%. You're at 80 versus the 140. The 70 just it's too close to 60. 80 still close to 100. I know it's weird, but this is how people think. So it's just one of those things where you know, the market news around it has slowed down until we see what happens next. With that being said, though, I wanted to focus on some of these other things like the Gamefi articles. I won't go in deep, but I want to skim to see what's happening. Executives flood blockchain gaming firms ahead of 2025's AAA launches. I definitely would love to hear what the Warriors think about this. Here's my thing behind all the gaming stuff. And this is why I really stopped paying as much attention to it. It slowed down, including the metaverse. And it started to remind me, I've told this story before, so I'll keep it brief, but it was reminiscent of 90s VR playing Wario with the red and black or whatever. I said before, they promised us VR back in the 90s. And I remember I had the Wario headset and I thought it was going to be VR. It wasn't. And that's what's happening now. That's what happened with Gamefi. And to me, it's the good, like, I've seen this. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, people. I'm getting older or more experienced. I've seen this trick being played since the 90s. Then I saw it again just a few years ago. What happened to the metaverse? Where we at with that? All right. So I don't know. I get it. The C-suites come in. Hopefully this type of attention and this type of capital that's being brought to it, especially from the institutions and hopefully from even gaming firms saying, okay, now we can officially partner with you. We will see some type of real movement. But as of now, all I've seen is 30 years of shuffling pieces. That's my point. I don't know. Blockchain Gaming Association's 4th annual survey showed growth in the C-suite, but other demographics appear to be slipping. And of course, it's in the C-suite because that's where all the that's where all the look. White, black, Mexican, Asian, Arab, everything. The guys and gals like myself, well-spoken, dressed clean, tie, walk in. Like, I don't know what's going on here in this company. I know who is going to get paid today. Like, that's what they're doing. The C-suite, all the golden parachutes, the presidents, the CTOs, all the O's, COOs, CEO, like all those folks, of course, are getting their money. But it's like, okay, what about the rest of your project in the company? They're like, what about it? I don't know. Let's read more into it. I might just be talking smack and have to apologize. I told you, I read the headlines. The blockchain-based gaming sector is becoming increasingly top-heavy as it moves further into the mainstream, according to data from the Blockchain Gaming Association's 4th annual survey. Now, again, I say all that, and I will say this to be fair and play devil's advocate. You can't get anywhere as a market, as a business organization, whatever, if you don't have that strong core of leaders, especially as a market like this, where you're talking about you may be penetrating the financial market, GameFi. Again, imagine some of these AAA game titles like Grand Theft Auto 6 come out and say, hey, we're going to be offering our own crypto coin. Like, boom. All of a sudden, you just started to compete with banks and the government overnight, as well as other tech companies. So it could be one of those things where you do need the C-suite to be top heavy in order to form those partnerships or fight those fights to say, no, we're here to stay and we're going to move forward doing our thing. So that would be me being the devil's advocate saying, hey, maybe this is good for GameFi. But also, like, being in the space, it's a money thing. It is what it is. Marking the association's largest effort to date, the 2024 survey aggregated and analyzed data provided by 623 survey respondents from the Web3 gaming industry. Those survey included industry professionals ranging from C-suite executives to professional esports players. While much has remained the same since the annual survey began in 2021, including the notion that both trust and user experience issues are the primary factors holding adoption back. Trust and user experience. I would say more user experience. The 2024 survey indicates pivotal growth in the C-suite and the influx of talent with gaming industry experience prior. Per report detailing the survey results, 73.2 respondents were in upper management positions. Of these, senior leadership remained prominent, with 46.7 respondents at the founder, director, or C-level position, the highest representation seen in 4 years. Okay, so we get the point in the article. I'm not going to go more into it. I think the important thing, for one, if you're one of those people who want to dig more into this, one of the things I would look at, if you're looking at investing in the game, and this is maybe, maybe this is something I actually need to do on the Discord to make it a fun little activity. It shouldn't take more than like an hour, 2 hours. It might be something we can do here in the next day or two once I figure out the schedule. But somebody's putting in the chat right now on the Discord, whoever's in there under the GameFi. But all we need to do is to figure out where this industry is going in the short term, is figure out, let's say, the top 5 or 10 different projects or platforms where these GameFi ones are at. Look at the C-suite and then look at where these people came from, especially the new additions. If they're coming from somewhere that's winning, that just like, hey, oh no, we just finished XYZ project. Like, we just finished this game or whatever game, then we know we're in for a win. If they're coming from somewhere that just sold a company, or the project didn't come out the way they expected and it took 6 or 7 or 8 years, or is one of these storylines to go with it, here we go. We're in for a fix. Now, that doesn't mean all bad from the investment point of view, because again, we've seen that with other projects, Cardano, where it's just like this nonstop hype and like not really product. And for short-term investments and even mid-terms, clearly it does work, right? So even as an investment, hey, maybe we can see through it and say, all right, this is BS, it's not going to work. But then maybe we have to look at metrics and say, all right, what type of money did they throw at the last ones? What type of exits did they have? Like, at least get a better understanding of what they plan to do. So that's one of those easy ways you can do your own research and get a better idea of what part of a market is going to be doing from a financial point of view, fundamental analysis as well. All right, let's see. Can this Web3 RPG become the crypto Fortnite? I wasn't gonna go too deep into this. I just actually skimmed through this one first because I was making sure I didn't want to sponsor anything, and it kind of read like a sponsor article. But they said this game lets players own and customize digital real estate, providing opportunities for monetization and community building within a blockchain-powered virtual world. All right, seems cool. It sounds cool. If you heard of it, it's called Moon Tropica. Let me know your thoughts on it. They're talking about the $244 billion gaming industry as it increasingly embraces Web3, kind of like what we just talked about. But this is once again another hype piece to me. I did like the one of the reasons I wanted to zoom to when I saw this, it did remind me of Zelda. And it's funny, as I just now scroll through, it said it draws inspiration from classic games like Zelda. I love Zelda. I was playing Zelda for hours at a time growing up when I used to play. I think they used to have it like on a Game Boy too, or something like that. I was a huge Zelda fan. So I am all for these type of games, puzzle solving, quests, as it says here, conquering dungeons and things of this sort. But I want to see a product. I want to see a product. So we can see the roadmap here, of course, phase 2 partnership announcements, announcement trailers. Oh, yeah, gameplay trailers. That lines up perfectly for the bull market, doesn't it? Phase 3, social island, voice chat, party clan, new maps, new game mode. Okay, so I wonder if it's actually working by there. And then they were going to have NFT and mini games. So I don't know. Again, I'm just looking at all the Gamefi stuff in general. These seem to be fun. If someone can actually figure out a Web3 RPG like Crypto, Fortnite, or Zelda, for the matter, where you can actually run around and collect coins, real life coins, wherever that can make a difference, then I am all for it. However, like I said, I've seen this game being played, and I don't know. Rinse, wash, and repeat, or something different. We shall see, but I am not holding my breath. All right, and last but not least, this looks like a legal case that was setting some type of precedent for the gaming industry. So since we're talking about it, let's keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. Major implications for gaming tokens as CyberKongz hit with SEC Wells notice. I saw that Wells notice. I was like, uh-oh. Listen, they still slapping people on the way out. What's going on? CyberKongz said it was first contacted by the SEC 2 years ago and has been suffering in silence ever since. I understand that, though. There's actually a lot of projects and companies and project founders who are going through the same thing, where it's just like, I mean, hey, the government move fast and slow at the same time. Gaming tokens may be in for a setback after non-fungible token platform CyberKongz received a Wells notice from the United States securities regulator. The SEC conveyed the concerning rhetoric that an ERC token in tandem with a blockchain game cannot be issued without first being registered as security, CyberKongz said in December 16 X post. Wow. Holy smokes, people. And this is what I mean, that quick. It happens on Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings, Friday evenings, things like that. Just there's new rules and new laws. This is crazy. This will have major implications for the Web3 gaming industry. CyberKongz said, adding that it would defend against this stance for the wider space. Shout out to CyberKongz for dropping them cyber Donkey Kong news. You know the word. They received a well notice from the SEC. It says here, was this like did they do a X thread, I think, or was this an actual press release? I'm not sure. We are extremely disappointed at the approach the SEC has taken toward us, but we are going to stand up and fight for a brighter future that holds more clarity for NFT projects. We have been suffering in silence for the last 2 years. Ever since we first received contact from the SEC, throughout the entire process, they have showcased a complete lack of understanding of blockchain technologies. I've said that has resulted in unjust accusations and information inaccuracies. And it's actually a part of, well, I'll say so. CyberKongz is a project deep rooted in gaming, and the SEC Division of Enforcement have approached us with very concerning rhetoric that you can not have a token ERC20 in tandem with a blockchain game without registering as security. This discourse would have major implications for the entire Web3 gaming industry, and we would defend against this stance for the wider space. All right, a few things. Yes, first of all, if this were to happen and it would actually be enforced, then there would be no real Web3 and gaming industry. It just wouldn't even make sense. Or it would be it, but most people would be scared to use it. Same way everyone's using Spotify and iTunes and Apple Radio and Tidal and Netflix and Hulu and Amazon. Like, everyone's using that, but none of us have to use any of that actually, like, at all. You literally have it in the browser. You don't have to download anything. But everyone uses it by and large. So this would be the same thing. If the government says it's a no-go, it's going to be a no-go. And poof, just like that, you're going to see a $100 million market, or excuse me, multi-billion-dollar market pretty much evaporate overnight, which isn't like hard to believe in this space, where we've seen that happen to ICOs already. We've seen it happen to lending projects. We've seen it happen to NFT projects. Like, we've seen, but ICO, I would say, would be the biggest thing where they really just cut a market up and said, no, we're not allowing this to happen. And it stopped overnight. So I'm not even like going to be like, no, they can't stop it. Like, yes, they can stop it. So the question is, will they stop it, or will this new administration fight? Now, Let me see. Hold on. Let me bring this view out. The second thing else is something else that was going on with this CyberKongz project, deep rooted in gaming, SEC. It was one other thing I wanted to mention about this. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, this is going to be a big thing for the gaming industry. We'll see what actually. Oh, that's what it was. The complete lack of understanding of blockchain technology. So, all right. Many people do this, and it's a very frustrating thing, but so many people do. I just made a comment on a what is it? What's the thing called? I don't know. I got the people going this weekend. I made like a YouTube comment, and it's so funny where it's like if I were to say a statement of comments, I can make you feel a different way, and really just even if they're all facts. Let's say that I say a statement of facts, and each one will make you feel something different. That's what I was basically explaining to like all of the angry adult males in America online this weekend, because this is like, how can a factual comment make you so angry? Whatever. And the thing is that people are choosing to be dumb. They're choosing to misunderstand. They're choosing to. That's why when you can say, "Hey, I experienced this," and people will say, "Victim," or "You're crying," or "Something's wrong." You're like, "No, none of that. I'm just saying this." Or the sky is blue. And I was like, well, it doesn't mean you're a scientist just because you say the sky is blue. So if you say like I experienced this, it doesn't make whatever. I say all that to say that the people in the SEC are playing the same game. They're not stupid. They're very smart. But while you're trying to explain them like, no, this isn't a security and this crypto and this is a video game and this is a project. And they're like, okay, yeah, that's still security. Like, they don't care. They're not trying to care. They're not going to listen. They are definitely going to play the role to the fullest. And you better believe people are super robotic out here, especially about their job. I mean, I was on the phone. I can't remember whatever banking institution or whatever help desk I was with on the other day. But like literally when I say they stick to the script, it was so bad they wouldn't even hang up the phone because they can't hang up until I say I'm done. So they kept staying on the phone because I wasn't done, but they couldn't answer my question or do what I wanted to. So we just went in this vicious cycle because, of course, I had time to be petty. It was super hilarious. And I didn't even start messing with them. Like, you can't even hang up the phone. You're being so robotic. I was like, just hang up. You're a human. They said they couldn't do it. So my point is like, yes, people will be this robotic. The SEC are dumb people, and they're going to be robotic, especially about this, where they can stop or slow down a new market forming right under their nose, which they can't control, right? This is essentially ICOs, but NFTs. It's just a different market. The money just transfers. So as it says here, we hope the new administration puts an end to this unjustness on our industry. But until then, we will fight for NFT projects on all chains. And with that being said, I'm going to need un momento real quick. Why? Because my laptop battery is about to go dead. And I forgot to grab that charger. I didn't know I was going to be talking this much, but y'all know I'll be talking this much. Give me a second. I'm going to grab this laptop battery. Is there a way like, I thought it was a way for me to like, a 45, 47. Yeah, what a look. Boo. All right. That worked perfectly, didn't it? I mean, that was some like off the top of my head. I knew we had one somewhere in there. I had to look for it. Boom, it worked out. All right, last couple of stories before I get up out of here. Because perfect. At the 30-minute mark already. Got some meetings lined up here in the next 30 minutes. We are out to get it this week. People, we are at an all-time high. All right. Get up off your stinking butts and get to work. All right. Go to the gas station, 7-Eleven, scrap for change, cans. It don't matter. Buy some more Satoshis, all right? That's what this week should be about. Everybody say after me, Satoshi. One more time, Satoshi. There it is. Satoshi on through today. Oh, man. What we got? Virginia man. Oh, man, I don't play this. Virginia man convicted of funding ISIS using cryptocurrency. That's right. Chipa sent $185,000 in cryptocurrency to ISIS members in Syria, funding prison escapes and fighters. Oh my goodness. I think the kids would call that overcooked. My boy, you are finito. Finito, and I'm with it. Let's be clear. We don't support the enemy over here. I say that many times. I said we are a gang, but I'm still in it, all right? We are not going to be supporting Syria and ISIS over here. Muhammad Azharuddin Chipa a 35-year-old man from Springfield, Virginia. Oh man, what I keep telling y'all? You in Springfield, Virginia, named Mohammed Azharuddin Chipa sending money to Syria, and you ain't think they was gonna find out? Oh boy. I mean, I guess we should be happy criminals are dumb. My man is in Springfield, Virginia. Oh man. What? People, you got the Navy SEALs around the corner. You got the naval base up the street, the biggest, largest Navy base in the world. All types of special force action going on. Like, what? Not to mention the good old boys. It's still Virginia. You got the good old boys out back. And you come in here, send that money across. What? It's about to be over for this guy. Let's get into it really quick. I'm going crazy. What time is it? I got a meeting. Let me stop messing around. Muhammad Azharuddin Chipa, a 35-year-old man from Springfield, Virginia. That's right. That's America right there. That man is from Springfield, Virginia. He might be married one day if this didn't happen, of course. Was convicted by a federal jury of making cryptocurrency donations to a terrorist organization, the Islamic State of Iraq and Al-Sham ISIS. I mean, without even reading this and looking into it, I'm going to go ahead and guess. Like, the only way I can guess wrong on this one, only way is if he is like his parents, like he's first generation here, and his parents came over with him or whatever. If that didn't happen, I'm willing to guess he's a bum. Like just straight up, like not like real homeless type of person, but like 35-year dude, don't got his stuff together, angry at the world. Well, no, he got to have his stuff together because he got 185K. Oh, let me not analyze. Let me not speculate. Let me read more into it. What's going on here? According to the United States Department of Justice, Chipa sent $185,000 worth of cryptocurrencies to ISIS members in Syria between October 2019 and October 2022. Court records and evidence confirmed that Chipa sent crypto to benefit ISIS in various ways, including by financing the escape of female ISIS members from prison camps and supporting ISIS fighters. Oh, one of them girls got in his ear. They didn't hit him on the Facebook with the pretty pic and say, "Hi, Chipa. What's your name? What's your middle name?" Is that what they hit him with? And he didn't got to send them crypto? Because if that's what happened, he just got tricked off the streets. He can't go to prison for that one. He's already facing the L. I wonder if that's what happened. Who knows? You can see it here. X talk about this federal jury went out to go get that boy. He raised funds through social media accounts, electronic bank transfers, and in-person cash collections. Oh no, he really was about this. Oh wow, this is crazy. The money would then be converted into crypto and sent to Turkey, where it could be smuggled to ISIS members in Syria, according to the Department of Justice report. Supported by a British-born ISIS member, residing in Syria, was identified as Chipa's primary co-conspirator. Y'all just all backwards. You got a British one in Syria, unless it's, I don't know. This is crazy. As Chipa's primary co-conspirator, who also raised funds for prison escapes and terrorist attacks. This is crazy. You got to remember, 185,000 goes far over there too. Chipa was convicted on 5 counts. Oh, he's been convicted too. 1 count of conspiracy to provide material support or resources to a designated foreign terrorist organization, and 4 counts of providing an attempt to provide material support or resources to a designated foreign terrorist organization. Is he a citizen? Because if so, that is treason. Maximum prison sentence of 100 years for funding ISIS. Oh my goodness. Well deserved if he gets it. Hearing is going to be on May 5th, 2025. That's when we'll find out. So until then, I'm assuming he's just probably going to be in the dark somewhere thinking about his actions. I want to know the full story of exactly what happened and how that happened, but that is absolutely insane. But go ahead and take that 100 years so the next man, woman, and child know not to mess with Uncle Sam. Ooh, I got to get my soundboard back. We need to have jets flying across in the background, all that. All right, more serious note. LastPass, if you're still using it, I mean, at this point, get rid of it. I mentioned 1Password many times. I'll give them a call and see if we can get an affiliate link going. 1Password is good, and I actually just started using a new one as well. I just started using Zoho Vault because I'm using their platform for a lot of stuff, and that's actually good as well. I've given it to them so far, so good. So those are 2 that I know are good. LastPass has, like, this is what, 2 or 3 hacks or something like that. But LastPass threat actor steals $5.4 million from victims just a week before Xmas. White Hat Organization Security Alliance SEAL urged users to transfer crypto funds from LastPass if their private keys have been stored there since December 2022 or earlier. I mean, that's crazy. That's not that long ago. So 2.5, 3 years ago, or 3 years ago, I guess officially, I can't count. 2 years ago officially, you have to remove it, or you shouldn't trust it, or it could have been exposed since then. Is that what you're telling me right now? It looks like the notorious LastPass hackers may have just ruined Christmas for another 40 victims by stealing $5.36 million from LastPass users just 8 days before the holiday. LastPass fell victim to, okay, so this is an old data breach still. Okay. I wasn't sure it was a new one, but still, that wasn't that old. LastPass fell victim to a data breach in December of 2022 when the hackers were able to copy a backup of customers' vault data from encrypted storage. What? People, do you understand how crazy this is? For those who are still not up on game yet, password managers are essentially cell phones for your passwords, right? The same way your cell phone has all the numbers in it, where beforehand we used to memorize. Hey, I know I don't look at folks. I used to memorize all my numbers, okay? And hold on, it was when it was just 7 numbers, okay? This is before area codes. We had to dial them, all right? I'm way older than I look, all right? I've used area. We didn't have area codes at first, all right? Then there were area codes, and I memorized those. And then there were cell phones and all that in mass. I know we had the big ones and all that. I couldn't afford it. I was a kid. But when the ones became smaller in mass, all right? So before cell phones, we had to memorize all those numbers. Same with passwords. Some people are still using the same passwords, different passwords, whatever. You have to use a password manager and have complicated and new passwords for everything you log into. And with all the apps out there, there's literally hundreds of things. You have to have a password manager. So it's one of those things where if that vault gets hacked, they have access to your entire life all at one time, all at their fingertips, possibly even backup. So to see this actually happen to me was just like, well, it's over with for the company, but they still survived. People still used it. And again, stories like this is like, it's over for the company. If I were them, honestly, I'll be ready to sell. Like, all right, take whatever loss we have and let's get up out of here. As of September, more than $35 million worth of crypto have been stolen, but factoring in the $5.36 million and a $4.4 million incident from October 25th, that would bring the figure closer to 45 million. The most recent attacks saw stolen funds swapped for Ether and transferred to various instant exchanges. Blockchain sleuth Zach XBT, shout out to him. He was on CoinDesk top 40 for the year, I believe, as well. Well-deserved, been doing a lot of work. In December 17th message to his 48,400 Telegram subscribers. Holy smokes. Zach XBT, you know what? Oh, I'm going to have to reach out to Zach XBT. We might get us a story, ladies and gentlemen. Submitted on-chain evidence of the latest LastPass attacks on the crypto scam, reporting platform China abuse. So move your assets before hackers move them for you. It's been a stern reminder from the Security Alliance team saying that to those folks. So if you have a LastPass, move your stuff before your stuff gets moved for you. Ooh, that would be unfortunate. All right, let me look at some comments before I check out this last story. Jake Fever said, we always had area codes, but Detroit may be different. Did we? Listen, possibly, because when I moved from Detroit, and even to this day, you know how many words I've said wrong and things that I thought were normal that clearly were not normal. So yes, we definitely had it backwards there with many things. I won't act like we didn't. He said, bro, that was just where you was at. Superman 11 said the PENGU token is supposed to have a use case. Okay, I'm still researching. In the meantime, I post about a couple of gaming projects in the Discord. Appreciate that. I'm gonna check them out. So yeah, I was too young for the beepers and stuff. It was like I was there for it, but I was like, well, I won't say too young. Yeah, I was like 2 to 3, 4 years. Like my older brother would have one. You know, I couldn't afford a beeper, or like, you know, that was for me. Let's see what else we have. People still buying Doge, knowing 2/3 of nodes were hacked. Boy, this crash finna be epic. Listen, they might pump it to $1 for real, like they wanted to though. What else do we have going on? Okay. Pudgy Penguins has a cross-chain bridge that uses Sol for ETH. The project onboards community with toys, physical toys that gives you, that gives you access to NFTs. All right, there we go. Hey, Jake said, Ply say, give him 100 years. You already know. Whistletone said they are telling after the conviction. That's just to make an example. Oh, you already know they're going to make an example. Saber saves. That's what I'm saying. He might have just been tricking. Listen, the guy giving money to ISIS is like, if it was a girl on the other side of that, man, like, I'm not saying it still isn't wrong, but this, like, read history books. This is how it happens. All right. I'm not blaming the ladies, but this is how it really happens throughout history. Stuff like this. It was like, wait. All these countries went to war, and what happened to what? Like, wait, what? To marry who? Yeah, that's how this all happened. All right. Other than that, last story of the day. I was about to say last show of the day. I'm going crazy, man. I'm low-key hype. It's all-time high. All-time high. Last story of the day. I felt this energy a few years ago, and this is unfortunate. Lido to discontinue services on Polygon in coming months after low adoption. Here's, without me even reading the story and seeing that headline, the first thing I thought was I felt that energy, not because they couldn't grow and it wasn't right for the timing and everything, but the government. You can blame this one on the government. If you remember a year, 2 years ago, they started putting the clamps on Lido as far as trying to do any lending, staking, saying it was illegal. This is security, trying to do it with Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. It was going crazy. And, and Lido kind of responded by not responding. They were 1-1. And I don't blame them because they are, trying to be DeFi and all this other stuff. And it's part of that is like not having a true figurehead, but these are moments that hurt you. They did have a pushback, but essentially the government, the SEC was like, hey, unless y'all ready to go 12 to 16 rounds, you might want to rethink it. And they started as like, they were in the gray area. They were trying to rethink it. Should we push back, play fair? What do we do? And slowly but surely, market share is being lost. The narrative was changing. And again, this is what I mean once you become that top 5, top 10, top 5, top 3 crypto or project out there, and the government gets their eyes on you too. It's like now you got the scammers, the hackers, scaling issues, and the government going crazy. And this time, I think it was the government personally that really slowed this down and probably was one of the things that put the discontinue/stop on it. So this is Lido staking requests on Polygon. They're no longer available. Users can withdraw their stake Matic through the Lido interface on Polygon up until June 16, 2025. See, shout out to them. That's a long period to get it for people who forget. Staking protocol Lido, and shout out to Lido too. For the people who end up doing the master class, I think someone's asking, the class is still up for the people who bought it. And the subsequent courses, this is one of the things I personally covered in the course was the Lido staking and the Lido stuff. And like it was a good play at the time. It was a pretty solid play. I can't remember what it was. Like maybe folks were, and I was only doing test wallets. But it was like, I don't know, like 11% a month or something like that. I can't remember. Like let's say 8 to 11% monthly or something like that. So it was pretty solid. It was a yearly. I can't remember if it was yearly or monthly, but it was a solid play for somewhere to park. And like I said, the only thing that made me nervous about it and slowed down on it was the government like kind of being like braggadocious about we're coming after them. They're not supposed to be doing this. And again, I think that was because of the whole Ethereum thing. So this is staking protocol. Lido said is winding down its operations on the Polygon network due to limited user adoption, evolving ecosystem dynamics, and a strategic refocus on Ethereum. All right. In the December 16 blog post, the Lido finance team said the decision was made after a request by Lido DAO token holders, extensive DAO formal discussion, and a community vote were 99% favor the proposal. So again, like I said, the whole Ethereum thing, them not having like a centralized lead point, trying to be decentralized. I give them props on both of those, and you're seeing that here in the article as well. 2 proposals were considered in the November vote, one being the transition away from Polygon and the other being reevaluating the economics of the middleware. So I get it. They're probably saying, let's just focus on where the most users are and the most capital and the most to be gained is going to be at. Polygon has their own thing going on. They have been working as layer 2. I think they're doing great, but a lot of people are trying to see what's going to happen with this tokenomics and things of that. Plus, they've come under attack a little bit from the government because the whole collateralized loans, I mean, they're not happy about that. But then on the flip side, with Lido, they're probably like, as they're figuring all that out, that's a layer 2. Let's focus on the layer 1, especially if they start getting ETF options and all the other stuff. They want to partner up with that. They don't want to be on the back burner, in my point of view. It was something else about, was it Lido or Polygon? It was one other thing. It's slipping my memory. Oh, I'm going to have to come back to it. I hope I remember for the show. I might forget. It's so much information I have about both of these projects and doing all the things we did on Lido. And this is where's the cool stuff at, people. How long ago were we doing these classes? And this is the story right now. Like, this is what I'm telling you. We're still super early. Oh, I remember what it was. The classes thing. Because I was going through, cleaning out the closet and doing the spring cleaning and going through old emails. And one of the people who I'm pretty sure still, they claimed they weren't a scammer or they weren't trying to whatever. But one of the person who bought the master class and finished it in the same day and was like, man, this is all online. I was like, man, I know for a fact some of this is not online because I searched for the lending stuff beforehand. I couldn't find it. But I remember I just saw that email today. It made me laugh. All right. Again, justification. The Lido and Polygon sunset process is taking place following extensive discussions across the Lido DAO forum and the governance vote by LDO token holders. A strategic refocus on Ethereum and lack of scalability on Polygon POS has led to the discontinuation of staking. All right. Well, shout out to the Lido Polygon partnership. It was good while it lasted. Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. We're at 106,000. Oh my God, will this be over? No, we're just getting started. Last few comments to call today. How did they track his crypto? I am not sure how they tracked his crypto. That's a great question. Whistletone said, yes, we know we have my, I got a ton of special words. Listen, I just learned a few years ago in LA as an adult male in my 30s that it was salmon, not salmon. I was like, you got to tell the whole city this right there, because I'm telling you, I grew up saying salmon. I didn't learn it myself. I mean, who told me? Yes, Alapio, the Discord is updated. The link is in the description right now. All right. Other than that, I think that's about it. Smash that like and share. I'll see you all tomorrow. Some more news. If I'm not here tomorrow, check the Discord. I'll be giving updates in the morning or at night.